Hello, everyone. Welcome to Module 5 of our Staff Wellbeing Programme. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but that's George the cat. He said he'd like a shout out because he's been involved in a lot of these videos. So, hello to George. For session 1, I'd like us to think about treating ourselves as we would a good friend. Often, when we get very stressed, our brain tries to protect ourselves by being critical of ourselves. It's a sort of safety mechanism, but it actually has the opposite effect. When we start being critical of ourselves, we lose our confidence and we experience a dip in our well-being. So if you think about it, when a friend of yours is struggling, you're often able to be really supportive and kind and helpful to them. And this week, I'd like you, whenever you're feeling stressed, to treat yourself as you would a good friend. Write down your findings in your journal and see how much that will actually help you. Let's have a look at what we've got for session 2. I've got my paperback copy of the book. Yes, in session 2, it's time for us to review our journal. Start at the beginnings, take your time through this week, have a look at all the things that you've learnt. See if there's any patterns. Do you find certain days of the week are more stressful? Do you find particular strategies have really helped you with your well-being? Actually, once you've gone through your journal, see if you can summarize what you have learnt, because you've been on quite a program. You've been on this for several weeks now, and hopefully by now you're starting to notice what things really do help you. For session 3, we're going to focus on forgiveness. Forgiveness of ourselves and others. It can be really hard when we've made a mistake. We can be very tempted to blame ourselves and really tell ourselves off. And it's not actually helping anybody. Once something is done, it's done. And actually, we can learn from our failures. We can actually turn things around and we can improve. Sometimes it's as simple as knowing that we have made a mistake and going to apologize to the person that we have upset. Equally, if somebody else upsets us, it doesn't help us to keep going back over and over the event. Every time we do, the person that originally hurt us, that's finished now. We're actually hurting ourselves. There is a Hawaiian mantra called Ho'oponopono, where basically they say in the practice, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. By saying that, they find that they can release all that anger and resentment that they find. You can look it up on YouTube. There are lots of people that use this practice and find that it really helps them to let go of things and to stop dwelling on things that have passed. Spend this week really focusing on forgiving yourself for mistakes you've made and try and forgive others. That's not to say that you're actually excusing bad behavior, but it's actually reducing the effect that it's having on you. In session 4, let's focus on the present. We have looked at mindfulness before, and it is such a helpful strategy. What I'd like you to do is spend 5 minutes every day this week focusing on the present, taking your surroundings. For example, right now I'm looking round. I can see a bright green piece of cloth. I can see some daffodils that are in a tub and they're just coming into flower. I can see shadows over this little plastic tray I've got. It's all quite dull today because looking out of the window, I can see lots of cloud, but not a lot of sun. I can see, what can I hear? I can hear the buzzing of the laptop. I can hear a dripping tap. See what you can hear. What can you feel? Like, for example, I've got George Cat here, and he's very sweet and very fluffy. Oh, yeah, he's not always that fluffy. He can be a little bit clawy as well. So spend 5 minutes every day this week focusing on your environment. And if you find anything really useful, write it down in your diary. For session 5, it's time to rescore your wheels and, if necessary, to set new goals. So in your whispers wheels, we've got W for your work life, H for your home life, I for your interests, S, spirituality and religion, P, your physical life, E, your emotional life, R, relationships, and S, security and finance. What things are going well? Have things gone up? Have things gone down? If you're happy with your existing goals, you might decide to choose new ones. Again, if you're going to do that, it's a good idea to pick a goal from a quite high scoring area, because that's quite easy to do and it can be quite motivating, and a goal from a lower scoring area. And just remember, if you were at a 4 out of 10 or out of 8 or whatever you scored it out of, just to get to a 5 is a real achievement. Every time you go up a level, actually things seem a lot lighter and a lot easier. For session 6, it's time to reflect and celebrate. You've come so far. What's your chosen reward going to be this week? Basically, we've only got one more module, and then in our final chapter, I've got a list of other suggestions, because if you remember, the whole program was based around the school term, and there are some weeks in that school year that actually are not school weeks. So there are activities that you might like to do, or you might decide that you want to take those days off. I'll be back again soon with Chapter 6, Module 6 of our Staff Wellbeing Programme. I hope you're finding it helpful. Bye for now.